Hello everyone. From a recent trip to the outlet, I managed to pick these up without the lids. 3 pairs like this. These are the classic Dunk SB low tops. Based on the movie The Wizard of Oz. What's special about them? First, the poppy field, which is depicted on the textile. A picture applied to the sole using hydrographics. A transparent outsole. But honestly, that is all just minor technical details. Because I know for a fact that underneath all of that outer textile material, there is a layer of vibrant red nubuck hidden away. And I specifically made sure to take 2 separate pairs for myself, so that I could eventually turn one of them into those very same iconic emerald shoes that we have been discussing. I chose the most worn out pair for this because no matter how you look at it, the pairs that end up in outlets are the ones like that. In my opinion, these are the ones that didn't pass quality control for the display sample in the store and for sale in the store. Now I'll grab a knife, move over to the table and remove the top layer. Also, they have cool insoles. I really like this. The insoles have pictures on them. They are honestly just absolutely lovely. And quite wonderful inside the pairs too. Truly delightful. But they're identical. This is absolutely awesome. A stunningly beautiful FF release. I recently saw one from the brand known as Alkabin. Actually, it is nothing to worry about. For the sum of 5,500 Russian rubles. It's a fairy tale, guys, a real fairy tale. I also really like the cool embroidery. There's no space, it's better at home. I cut off just a little bit. It's just a red laptop. I need to tear it off in a stylish way somehow so that they're not entirely or uniformly red, because that would just be far too uninteresting and monotonous. Well, that's the deal, everything's bare. I absolutely love it. The smooth satin lining looks cool and stylish. Perfect. First, I want to carefully examine and evaluate exactly how this material responds to cutting and tearing forces. So, the very first elements to be systematically disassembled and removed will be the exterior outer panels, the side panels, and the inner side panels. First, I'll run the knife very carefully to slightly disrupt the fiber texture and tear it off. All the textile. Cuts quite easily. and tears off easily too. But that's really boring. I need to come up with something much more interesting and creative to keep things fresh. So I've made up my mind. Here's the plan. I'll try to keep all these elements. I'll only cut off what's showing as dark spots. After that, I'll see if it's cool or not. If it's not, well, what can you do? I'll just have to remove everything completely. If it is cool, then I'll leave it and be happy because I managed to create something interesting. Overall, the process isn't complicated. The only issue is that the material sticks out unattractively at the cut, and that really seems to be the only hitch. I'll start with the front upper element. Here, I'll cut it in such a way that the textile has something to cling to. For example, the green part transitions into the yellow, the green is stitched, and the yellow is also stitched. Here I also want to leave them whole and remove everything around them. I'll start from here. By far the most hazardous part of this is actually slicing into the laptop. I cut it just a tiny bit right there. It's nothing serious, just warning you. For those of you who are planning to attempt this specific task, please be extremely careful not to accidentally damage the delicate inner layer with your sharp knife, because it is actually very easy to do if you are not paying close attention. Overall, I like the idea. Remove this, trim away all the small stuff, and leave only the large, colorful accents. Textile cuts very easily, so I urge you not to press down on the scalpel so as not to damage the material. I will check on that, but I am still slowly cutting through right now, so you really have to be even more careful than before. Honestly, I am trying my best not to press down at all, but it is not really working out for me at this moment. I really like the texture. When it comes to the construction of these intricate two-layer shoes, simply taking your tools and cutting out every single one of the elements strictly along the outer contour seems like a fundamentally wrong approach to me. If you follow that method, you end up losing all of that beautiful three-dimensional volume and structural depth that I actually find so appealing and essential to the overall design of the footwear. This pair is just red, they're boring. I already have plain red dunks. I don't see anything special about them. What to do here, I'm not sure yet. The main thing is not to cut the threads. I'll attach the microphone here so you can listen to this sound. I just cannot seem to get a solid grip using only my fingers. Can you see it? You can see it. Switching the microphone right here. That is absolutely awesome. I really like how this looks. This is honestly so cool. Quality. The video will jump around, just a heads up, because there's not enough light and I forgot to turn on the flash. I shouldn't cut all the way through here, it's a good connection. I saw it but didn't recognize it right away. I have successfully managed to cut out a really nice big piece of this material. And now I am going to carefully remove it from the rest. That is really cool, and I honestly think it is quite impressive. Actually, I don't think so. I think it's difficult. I don't understand what to do with it. I'm sorry, but I am unable to carry on a conversation and cut at the same time, because I really need to focus entirely on what I am doing right now. It would be great to cut here too. But you can't really see it anyway, only if you look closely for yourself. It's not particularly convenient for me. Phew, it's really hot, really. Can you imagine when they're all going to look like this? That's cool. This is a very delicate spot. The main thing is not to tear it off. Everything's perfect. And there's one more little piece. I found it right here. I can't reach it. Wow. This is really cool. I want to take a picture of it. Be careful not to cut the threads when you do something like this. That's it, cool. I didn't bother too much with trimming. Just here along the edges. I like it as it is. It looks cool. Notice something? A damaged piece, you see? The sneakers are called Summer. I like it. It's stylish.
Это стильно.
I went outside to show how it looks in good lighting. Here's the difference.
Я выбрался на улицу, чтобы
This is the
показать
untouched
при
pair.
хорошем освещении, как
And this
это
is the one I
выглядит.
worked on.
Разница такая. Здесь нетронутый экземпляр, вот этот, над которым я работал.
I got rid of all the dark spots. Well, not all, but most of the dark spots.
Избавился от всех темных
The
пятен.
comparison looks really
Ну,
interesting.
не от всех, от большинства темных пятен. В сравнении выглядит очень интересно.
Actually, it's really cool. You could even wear one side neatly trimmed and the other completely clean like this, just to show off the contrast.
Круто, даже можно вот так носить. Один обрезанный, второй чистый.
Cool, I really like this pair. It's good that I have them in the outlets.
Круто, мне очень
Thanks
нравится
everyone
эта
for
пара.
watching.
Хорошо, что в
I'll definitely
аутлетах
take
они
some
у
extra
меня
photos
лежат.
and post them on Reddit
Всем спасибо за просмотр.
and on my Instagram as well. Links
Обязательно
to these
сделаю
social networks
фотографии
will be in the profile
дополнительно,
description.
прикреплю их на Reddit и в свой Instagram. Ссылки на данные соцсети будут в описании профиля.